Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. Ishwar and Prakash. My voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
You are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. I think regularly Ishwar is logging. I know him. He made the payment also. Yes, Prakash. Is it your first day or you have logged in earlier? Can you just
Yeah,
reply?
first day. First day.
Prakash, you are able to. It is your first day. Okay, fine. So you have to go through that our previous day, my previous day recording. So do you have already some knowledge about the Linux? You are aware about it? So till now, this is I think third or the fourth class. First day, I went through the what are the topics we'll be discussing. Then second day, I told them about the introduction. What is Linux? So what is the main thing we separate the Linux from other OSs? Linux is an open source operating system. Okay, okay. So Linux is an open source operating system. Open source means the source code of the Linux operating system is freely available, which is designed by Linus Torvald. So who designed the Linux kernel? Linus Torvald. So whatever coding and program he has written to design this Linux kernel, he put it over the internet, which anybody can access and modify. Because of that, we have so many flavors in Linux. Out of that, the most commonly used flavor is Red Hat. So we are discussing Red Hat RHL 7 through CentOS. Both are exactly same. What is the difference is uh, for RHL, they are charging to provide the technical assistance. OS is free, but we are using this OS for training purpose. So you can write the certification for RHL using the CentOS also because exactly both are same. So CentOS stands for Community Enterprise Operating System. So these people from working as a Linux expert in different companies, they form one association to spread the Linux, and they took the source codes from the Red Hat people. Whenever Red Hat releases any new version, exactly same thing they are copying and releasing with exact same features. So whatever features you have in RHL, same features will be there in CentOS. From installation to command, everything will be same. Okay. So why most of the servers are in the world working on Linux? Because of its features. It's very secure. Even the OS we can install on multiple partition, which you cannot do in Windows. So Windows might be easy to operate, but Linux is more secure, more stable. So we have discussed that in these features. So in Linux, the Linux OS consists of the Linux kernel and the shell. So here, the shell will act like a like its function is it will check the command is given is proper or not. So if it is not found command in the predefined or pre-mentioned things, it will not execute. So once the command is checked, that security you don't have in Windows. Everything will run in Windows, but here it will check that command is in the predefined one or not. Then if it is okay, it will convert that into binary and it will send to the main part of the Linux OS, which is called the brain of the Linux operating system. Then it will take out the task like our brain control all our actions, manages all. So same way Linux kernel, whenever the task comes to the, when we write the task on the terminal, so terminal is nothing but our shell. Whenever we open the terminal, the shell will get open. On that we write our command. So machine does not understand high level language, so it will go to the shell. Shell will check the command is correct or not, which user is given. Then if it is correct the command, it will convert that into binary and send to kernel. Now the kernel will decide this particular task should be done by which particular hardware and software. So it will do that task and the output will be in binary format. So it will send that output to the shell. Shell will convert that binary to high level and displays on the monitor. So Linux is more secure. So it is having the security at the architecture level due to the shell and OS level also. Because in Linux, the files will be there without execute permission. And this Linux is a foundation course for your higher courses like AWS, DevOps, VMware Admin, Oracle, Hadoop, SAP. Without Linux, you cannot understand this. So we are discussing these many topics in this Linux introduction, installation. Today we'll start basic commands, how to create files, directories, renaming, deleting, soft link, hard link, booting process, user, how to create, assign password, creating group, applying permission, three types of permission, like the basic file permission, ACL advanced, then how to monitor our server by using PS and top commands, then how to manage our hard disk by creating partition, implementing LVM and RAID, how to take the backup using tar, dump, CPIO, and scheduling of the jobs using ATM counter. Then in the network administration part, we'll be discussing the servers which provide services like DSCP, which will provide the IP for sharing purpose, FTP, NFS, Samba server, then to take the remote desktop SSH, and to host the website Apache web server, and to do the resolution from name to IP so that we can access the things like website by name or servers by name, we use DNS. So all these things will be discussed. And in our last class, I just went through the structure of the Linux OS, where exactly what OS will be in the Linux OS, where exactly what data will be stored. So our Linux OS, when we install, it doesn't have any drive like Windows OS get installed on C drive. Here on the directory, the directory is slash. So slash contain many subdirectories like slash root contain root is a administrator account. So root created data will be there in slash root. Like slash boot contain the bootable file, bootloader, grub, and Linux kernel here. To this, it do the booting process. Bin contain users command. So whatever commands present in bin can be used by all users, but whatever command present in sbin can be used by only root. So root can use any command whether present in sbin or bin, and users can use only limited commands what are present in bin. Slash dev contain hardware devices information like hard disk information you have to check. You have to go to slash dev. etc contain configuration file. SRV contain services information. Slash home contain all users data. Root data will be in slash root. Root is a administrator. Slash is called root directory. Who is root? Root is a user. Which user? Administrator user. Then system files will be here. Lib contain library file. Temporary files will be here. Media is used to access. Plug and play. Removable storage device. USR contain all install application. MNT to access new partition. In Windows, everything is accessed with the drive letter. In Linux, everything is accessed with directory. Where contain log file. OPT to download and install the third-party application. Inbuilt application will be there in USR, remember. So this I already gone through the previous sessions. So yes, so now we will start the installation. So our friend Ishwar is from US. He's Indian, but login from US. And Prakash, you are from which place? So we'll be doing today the installation. You are from Hyderabad, basically. Okay. So this file I'll be sharing with you once you make a payment, and I think you might be knowing currently the offer is going on. So if you make a payment today itself, because it was for the Ugadi. So yesterday Ugadi was there. So some people have made the payment, some still made the commitment. So today is the last chance if you make a payment. Yes, actually the course is for 5,000. Now they are collecting only 4,000. This offer is for today. So once you make a payment today, you'll be joining our sessions, because now they will be changing the password within 1 or 2 days. So only those people who make the password, to them the everyday video recording will be sent, and this file I'll be sending to you. Like already I've sent to our friend Ishwar. In one file I've made all the practical steps with the link VMware and also the operating system and all the commands from all the practical from first day to last day. And then I have made one file separate for like system standalone part, this file, Linux administration file. So this I'll be sharing you along with for network admin part, this. So 3 files I'll be sharing you. So these 2 files, Linux administration, network administration, contain the theory part of our topic, and all the practicals are there in this file. So I'll be sharing. I think, yes, Ishwar, you have received all these 3 files on your mail ID. I think as per I remember, yes. Okay. So I've just given you the overview, Prakash, for your benefit. Now, can I start today's session? Because our friend Ishwar is also waiting. So today I'll start with what? As per the session today, we have to do the installation. So we have to do the installation. So I'll show you how to install the Linux OS. Okay. So I'll be showing you today how to do the installation of the Linux OS. So please don't install the OS on your physical machine. Like here, my physical machine on my laptop, my OS is Windows. It is easy to operate. So I'm having which Windows? Windows 10 Pro. So what you have to do, you keep your physical OS as it is. On this physical OS, you install one application. You might have heard like VMware, VirtualBox. Yes. So the best and simple one is VMware. Have you heard? Okay. What about you, Prakash? So I'm giving you the VMware application. Okay. So if you have, so it is just an application. VMware is the application developed by the Dell. So using this VMware, it is a virtualization technology application. Means on a single our physical machine, if you install this virtualization application like VMware, like VirtualBox or VMware, best one is VMware. So you can create multiple virtual machine on a single physical machine without disturbing your machine. Like if you're doing any courses like Linux, MCSC, CCNA, the SAP, Hadoop, any course, without disturbing your physical machine, you can just install one application, VMware, download that application, then install it. Once you install, one icon will appear on your desktop like this. I have done. Then from that VMware, you can create like a separate virtual machines. So in single laptop, you can create multiple, like I'm taking multiple courses. So in one laptop, I can be able to do it. How it is possible? With the help of the, like I'm having multiple batches, multiple here. So I'm taking for one batch, one machine I'm creating. Okay, understood now, Prakash? I think Ishwar is already having some idea. So now I'm sharing you from this file only, which I already shared with you, Ishwar, this file. So first I'm sharing you on the chat box. Prakash, you can just, today you can just note down this. So I'm providing you the VMware. So this is the VMware I'm providing you. Just a moment. So this is the VMware. I'm putting this on your, with the key, I'm putting it on your chat box. So Ishwarji, you can have this file, so you no need to copy. But Prakash, you can just copy this. Copy and paste it in your notepad or WordPad from the chat box. So now I'm showing you this link is working, because some people, what they'll do, they'll copy the heading also, and they'll say, sir, the link which you have given is not working. So for that purpose, I'm showing you. See here, you have to just copy the link from HTTPS onwards till HTML. Copy this link, then open the browser of your physical machine. Then paste this link, paste this link. Now you can just go to here, VMware Pro. So this, we are installing this on Windows, no? So instead of going for this, you download this VMware Workstation 17 for Windows, because our physical machine is on Windows. So just click on this download. So once you click on this, I have directly given the link. It is a crack version. So just it will not work for the MacBook. It is for Windows. So download for MacBook, you have to search like VM Fuse something. Fuse, FUS is there. If you search, you will get it. Are you using any? Yes. I think it is 16th or 17th version. Same link I have given. When you it's showing here 17. Same thing I have given you. So just okay. If you are using Windows, no problem. Okay, Prakash, in your chat box, if you go there, it is there. See here. Again, I'm pasting this link. On the chat box, you didn't see? You open the chat box. Okay, let me check. I'm putting it on to everyone or not. Let me, I think I have, okay. Okay, by mistake, it was not on everyone. So can you see this? Now, can you see? Okay, copy this. So this link is working. So you just download like I have shown you here. So just copy this link and download. It will start downloading. After downloading, where it will get download? On your download folder. So go to the download. Go to your download. Double click on this, and your IS. This will be there. VMware. Just double click on this like I have done. Next, install. It will not ask anything. Just next, read and next. It will ask the key. So the key also I have given. So you see it in this file. I have the keys also. So just to copy and paste this key. So this also you copy, Prakash. And if you make a payment today, you just, this is my mail ID. You can just ping to my mail ID. I'll be sending you this file. You can note down this. So I'll be sharing you this file. So you will get everything ready-made. All the notes also, practical steps, everything. And plus everyday recording. So you can do easily all the practicals. Okay, so now once you download the VMware, you go to the download folder, install, next, install. It will ask the key. So this key you give, copy and paste it. Then restart the machine. So one icon will appear. So up to this, I have you understood? This is how you have to, create a or install the application called VMware. So first you have to install the application without disturbing your physical OS. Okay. Now, once your VMware is installed, what you have to do? Second thing, you have to install, download the Linux operating system. So you have to download the Linux operating system. So here I have given you the link. So multiple links I have given. So the best one is the first one. So I'm copying that again. So can you see that link, Prakash? And Ishwarji, already you have this in the file. So now I'm showing you again. So what you have to do after downloading and installing the VMware, you go to the operating system, this link you copy, like I'm showing you. Open the browser. Open the browser, paste that link. Now you have multiple OS. So I've written in the bracket. Don't copy the bracket 4.40. So this you click, it will start downloading. So first you have to download the VMware, install it. Then download the iOS image of the operating system which you want to install. So after downloading, don't compress or don't extract. Some people are compressing or some people are extracting it. Just to download the OS. So where it will download? Onto your download folder. So what I have done to make it simple and safe, I copied that and put it on the my separate drive, D drive. You can also keep in download or copy and paste it in the some other drive like I have done. So up to this, is it clear? So I'll show you using the VMware how to create a virtual machine and proceed with the installation. Okay. Okay. Now I'll show you how to create a virtual machine now. Now I'll show you how to create a virtual machine. Okay. So now you have to open the VMware. Open the VMware after installing it. So now, once you double click on the VMware, you will get this option. So here, it will be showing you these three options. Out of that, the first option you have to use, create a new virtual machine. So click on this, click on this. Then here, by default, it will select which option, typical. So please select the typical, go to the next. So here, by default, second option will be there. So select the third option. What is the third option? I will install the operating system later. Okay. Then after doing this, click on next. Now, which OS you want to install? Linux. So select the Linux. In Linux, so many are there. Which one we have downloaded? CentOS 7, which is a 64-bit. Select that. Select that. Then after that, click on next. So now this will take this name. You can change it to any name. Like I want to make it the name like Linux, like 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. batch. Later also you can change the name. Now also you can change. So where it is installing in C drive, I want to install in some other drive. So I can just go to the, I have created 3 drives. Then I can just write it here like Linux 10 a.m. batch, or it is 10:30, no? Okay, one folder is created. Next. So it will take by default 20 GB. So I'm taking multiple batches. So I have less hard disk size. So I'm going with the 12 GB. It's enough. You can take 20 also, no problem. Then select here, store the virtual disk as a single file. Then click on next. Then before finish, you have to click on. If you forget also, no problem. What is the alternate option? I'll show you. I'll show you if you forget. But if you don't forget, before finish, what you do, click on customize hardware, because we are installing the OS through ISO image. So go to the CD DVD. Under CD DVD, we have the ISO image option. So click on customize hardware, then select the option CD DVD, new CD DVD. Under that, select the ISO image. So where I copied this CentOS 7, I have copied this in D drive. So you can go to your uh, download from there, wherever you have kept there. So here, this is my CentOS 7. Select and say open, close it, then finish. So this is how you can create a virtual machine. So till now, whether we did the installation, no, we are just making the machine ready. Through the VMware, we are creating a machine. Suppose you have forgotten to go to the customize hardware. You have click on finish, no problem. Before starting this, here you can see the option CD DVD. You can click here, and from here you can select the CD DVD, browse. You can give your ISO image. Okay, like this also you can give. Now whatever we have given, it's showing us. So this is how we can create a virtual machine. So have you understood up to this? Have you understood up to this, everyone? Okay, so now we will start the installation of Linux. So till now we have done the creation of a virtual machine. Now virtual machine is ready. So it will work like exactly same like a physical machine. So virtualization is a technology where on a single physical machine we can create multiple virtual machine and install multiple OS without disturbing our physical machine. If suppose this concept is not there, for one course you have to purchase 1 or 2 laptops. Okay. So whenever you practice, you power on. When your practice is completed, power off. Then you can use your Windows. Okay. Or when your Linux you are performing, you can also use your Windows. So that is the advantage with VMware. Now we'll start the installation. So to proceed with the installation, click on which option, power on this virtual machine. Then this is for making the size full. Enter the full here, full size. Now here, which option is highlighting? Just a moment, I'm getting a call. 1 second. Okay, so here, which option is highlighting? Second option. So we have to select the first option using the up arrow key. My voice is audible. I just want to confirm before I proceed with the installation. Okay. So now here you can see the screen. So here, which option is highlighting? Second option. So on the keyboard, use the up arrow key use the up arrow key, select the first option, then enter. Again, enter. Now the OS will get started. Loading, not installation. So just wait. Now it's starting the loading. So select the first option, press enter. Again, it will ask you to press enter. One more time, enter. Okay. So now here, by default, English language is selected. If you want to change any other language, you can do it. So many languages are there. Okay. So I'm going with the default English. Then click on continue. Click on continue. Then now you are getting a new window. In that, are you getting the option begin installation highlighting? Are you getting the option begin installation highlighting? No. So now what you have to do in that case, to get to that option, you have to configure these things as per your requirement. So first to say, select the date and time. For that, click on date and time. So you want the date and time according to India. So select the India. Using the map, you can select. So the time, you can say this is the date, this is the month, and this is the year. Now let me change the time. The time is it's 11:20 suppose. So like this, you can select. Then you can say done. So the date and time has been selected. Keyboard is already selected. Yeah, don't do anything here. Selected. Now, whatever you do here, it will replicate here. So don't do anything on installation source. So first set the date and time, then go to the software selection. So here in the software selection, what is the default option enabled? Minimal install. So go to the software selection. Now here, if you go with this first option, after the installation is completed, you will get only text mode. You will not able to use the graphical mode. You cannot use your mouse, only black screen. In that, you can use only keyboard, no mouse. So if you want to work with both the text mode and graphical, the best option is either you select Genome desktop or server with the GUI. So here you can work in both text and graphical mode. So I'm going with the server with the GUI. Only one option can be selected. So just select server with GUI. Genome is the name of the desktop. KD is also a desktop, but Genome will work faster. So these are the two desktops available, Genome and KD. So we have to go with server with GUI. Next. Now it is updating, so we have to wait. Now it is updated, see here. So don't do anything on installation source. So just click on software selection, select the server with GUI. Then you can work in text and graphical mode. Now here, click on installation destination. So as I told you in the initial classes, Windows OS can be installed on single partition, but Linux OS can be installed on multiple partitions. So what is the advantage of this? So if in Windows, if one of the OS folder get corrupted, entire OS will be affected. But in Linux, that doesn't happen if we install the Linux OS on multiple partition. So minimum 4 partition is recommended. You can create more than 4, but minimum 4 OS partition should be created while installing the Linux OS, which makes the Linux OS more stable and secure. So if now you have done multiple partition, if any one of the OS folder in Linux get corrupted due to any reason, so that folder belong to which partition, that maximum will get affected, not the entire OS. So this is the additional feature we have in Linux, which does not have in Windows. So that is also one of the reason most of the servers are running on Linux. Okay, so now to install the Linux OS on multiple partition, go to the installation destination. Now here, if you go with the first option, the Linux OS will be installed on 2 partitions. But we want to create 4 or as per our requirement. So go to the second option. I will click on installation destination. Go to the second option. I will configure partitioning. Then say done. Second option. Now here by default, what is the option selected here? LVM. So I think most of us, most of you may not be aware about LVM. So in the coming days session, we will be discussing LVM. Just for today, you remember, if you create a partition through LVM, that partition size, whatever you are giving, can be resized, can be changed. But for that, we should know the LVM. So in the coming days classes, we will be discussing LVM. So once you know the LVM, always do your installation through LVM. Because what is the advantage with the LVM? Our OS partition size also we can increase in the future if the size is not sufficient, which we can't do in the standard partition. But for that, we should know LVM. So most of us on the installation day might not be knowing the installation. So might not be knowing the LVM. So once we discuss the LVM in disk partition, disk management, so in the future, when you do the installation, proceed with LVM, because what is the benefit with the LVM partition? We can resize, which we can't do through standard partition. That is the difference. So since most of us might not be knowing the LVM, so today we'll proceed with what? Standard partition. So once we know the LVM, then in the future, if you do the installation, proceed with the LVM partition, because LVM partition can be resized. Standard partition cannot be resized. Whatever size you are given in standard partition, that remain fixed, that cannot be changed. But if you are given the partition cells through LVM, you can change. That is the benefit. But for that, we should be knowing LVM. So we will be discussing that in the coming days classes. So now select the standard partition and the partition scheme. Now create the multiple partition, minimum 4. You can create more than 4 also. So to create the partition, click on plus. Now this window will come. So I have explained you this in FHS, File System Hierarchy Standard, the structure of Linux OS. So where our OS will get installed on /, which is called root directory. So our Linux OS will be there on / directory. In Windows, C drive. So our OS size is 4.4 GB. So you give minimum 6 GB, not less than that. You can give more than that, but not less than that. So / is given size. Now under the / we have some important OS folders, subfolders of the /. These are all OS folder. So /boot. So if this get corrupted, you will get a error, grub error. So to resolve that, we have to insert the bootable DVD or pen drive go to the rescue mode and rescue mode. Like in Windows safe mode is there, here rescue mode. And reinstall just the boot directory. So it is very important through which it will do the booting process. So I'm creating separate partition for /boot. It requires 100 MB. So I'm giving 200. So it is designed to take it in MB. So if I don't write MB also, it will take default MB. See. So two partition is over. Slash and /boot is compulsory mandatory partition in Linux. Then based on which type of server you are creating, third partition should be created. Suppose if it is a user database server, third partition should be /home. It is a log server, go for the /. If it is suppose application server, you can manually write /us server. Depending upon which type of server you want to create, you have to. So here some names are given. /home for user database server, /var for log server. Okay. So if you want application server, you create third partition as /us. So whatever partitions you are seeing, /bin, all will get created. This is just important folders we are making separate partition while doing the installation. But it doesn't mean that whatever names we are not giving, it will not get created. It will definitely get created. Like in Windows, when we install the OS, are we creating system 32 drivers, log files? No, it will get created default. So same way, all the OS directories which we have discussed in FHS will get created. Only whichever is important, we are allocating separate partition at the time of installation. So it will be part of /, but it will have its own space. It doesn't take the space from /. And it is a separate partition. So I want to make a user database server. So I'll go for /home. So my users folder get corrupted. So ultimately it can maximum affect /home partition, but it doesn't affect the whole OS, which will happen in Windows. So we will be just using the for training purpose. So 500 MB's data is more than enough. So I've created 3 partitions. Now to have the logical memory to improve the system performance. So this is not a OS partition. It is a logical memory to improve the system performance. How it will improve, we'll discuss in the disk management under the topic called swap management. So we have to create one partition for logical memory. In Windows paging, here in Linux swap, 1 GB is enough. If you want to increase, you can increase in the future. So these are the recommended 4 partition for our lab purpose. So out of 12 GB, about like 7 GB is over, 5 GB is remaining. Okay. Done. Now it will ask, do you want to accept the changes or you want to cancel? If you want to cancel, you click here. If you want to proceed, click on accept the changes. Now which option is highlighting? Begin installation. Click on begin installation. So here default one user will be created, that is administrator user. So what is the administrator user account name in Linux? Root. Whenever we say /root, that is the home directory, subdirectory. / means it is a main OS directory, which is called root directory. Simply when root means it is a user. Which user? Administrator user. Now assign some password. So it will ask you to give 8 character, but if you give 1 character also it will accept. So I'll suggest you when you are installing the OS, you give your name as a password, because you may not forget your name. Because if you forget the root password, you can reset, but lengthy process is there. So to avoid that, you can just give the password as your name, or even your first character of your name, single letter also you can give the password. So whichever name you remember easily, you just give that. The best thing is your name. So here it will say it is less than weak password, less than 8. Nothing will happen. Just click on done twice to confirm it. Press done twice. Now password is assigned. At the time of installation, you have to create one user with any name, any password, even single character. and click on done twice. Oh, so now once it is installed 1348 application, it will ask us to reboot. So it will take about 10 to 15 minutes. So what we can do, we can just installation is not completed. So when the installation is not completed, never power off. Otherwise your OS will be lost. So you can simply keep it in suspended mode. Keep it in suspended mode. So tomorrow when we start the session, from where we are stopping, from there only it will start. Okay. So I'm keeping in suspended mode. After this, few more steps we have to do to complete the installation. So I'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll proceed from here. And tomorrow we'll see what are the remaining steps in installation and the basic command tomorrow, how to operate this Linux operating system. So before I close the session, if you have any question, any doubt, please ask. Yes, Prakash and Raju. Sorry. Yes, Raju. Ishwar Raju. Any questions, any doubt? Okay, Gopal Reddy, you also logged in. Did you, I think you logged in late. So did you understood this? Otherwise, you have to go through the recording. Okay, so Gopal, just I'm informing you, today the offer is there. Actually, up to Ugadi, this was. So actually fees for this course was 5,000, but they have, as a Ugadi offer, they made it 4,000. So today itself, if you make a payment, this is my mail ID. You can just ping to me after making the payment. I'll send you 3 files, one practical step file in that all the links along with all the practicals from first day to last day is there, and 2 theory files, one standalone topic theory and one for the network admin part is there. I already informed to Prakash also.
Sir, is there any offline course, sir?
No, presently this one. So why you prefer online, offline? Online better, no? You will get the recording.
Actually, I don't have a laptop and desktop. That is the reason I'm.
You don't have the desktop also.
Yeah, no, sir.
Mhm. So you can ask some of your relatives or friends for 1 month without disturbing that their laptop. You just like I've shown today, create a virtual machine through the VMware and practice it for 1 month.
Okay.
The course duration is 32 to 34 days. We'll have sessions every day except on Sunday. Prakash.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So you make a payment possible today itself. You will have to pay only 4,000.
Yeah, I will pay, sir. I will pay. Actually, right now I'm in my village,
Okay.
so I will come back next week. So then I will pay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. They have the option also of Google Pay also. It is up to you. You decide.
Right, sir.
Oh. What about you, Prakash? Because they may change the link password once they get the payment. They'll change the link. Okay. So as soon as you make a payment, you can just ping to my mail ID. This is my mail ID. I'm writing it. I'll send you the required document. So see here. I'll just put it, copy and paste it in the chat box. So first I'll keep it in suspended mode. As per the topics, so these are the topics I'm covering. So I'm just putting it into chat box. You can go through Prakash. 1 minute. So I put it in the chat box. You can copy it and check it. Okay, Prakash. Okay, so is there any question, any doubt?
Sir, can you send to me also?
Okay. I send it on everyone. You can just check.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yes, any doubt? Ishwar, Raju, Prakash, and Gopal Reddy.
No, sir, no.
Oh. So I'm closing the session. See you tomorrow. Yes, Prakash, it is covering RSCSA and some topic of RSC also, some topics, but complete RSCSA. So can I close this session? Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.